Well, coaching seems to help people feel as though they're actually moving forward with something. Like they're finally getting into the driver's seat of their own lives and making things happen, which can generate some true excitement about what's really possible. To a certain degree, all successful change comes down to a clear vision, a great plan, and a lot of persistence or heart to keep going. And as someone's personal life coach, I can help with all three of these. Well, if someone claims they know they need to make a change, I'd first want to ask them, how is it that they know this much? What specifically is not working for them now? What changes are needed in order for things to be way better? How would that look? You see, usually when people are willing to invest in professional coaching, they know what they want, or at least they know that they need to find out, and I can help with that. Most often, though, people who claim not to know what they want are simply caught in overwhelm. They don't know where to start, which again is where coaching steps in, because coaching helps people get clear so they'll stay motivated and really follow through and actually do what's necessary to achieve results. Well, Tony Robbins is famous for saying that what drives people to change is either inspiration or desperation. Personally, I prefer inspiration, but I can work with both. Unfortunately, though, many of us know that it's often desperation that gets people moving the fastest. And regardless, what I find actually motivates people most and long term is success itself. As soon as someone experiences the power of making a conscious decision, it impacts their lives forever. And so coaching is really about taking your life to the next level, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of those who may be depending on you. I have clients who come to coaching simply to develop better leadership skills with their kids. For many, it's about showing up as a better life partner, friend, or even caregiver, and really contributing to the lives of others in a powerful and meaningful way. I like to say that creativity is our freedom, strategy is our power. Creativity is the ability to do something new, to break a pattern and thus produce a new result. Strategy then is the power to do this over and over again. In other words, make decisions that when stacked up over time really take us in the direction we want to go. I have a favorite saying, which is, awareness brings choice, choice brings freedom. In other words, only if we see we have a choice do we really have one. So coaching is about creating new opportunities, first by expanding our perspective, and then by initiating change consciously and strategically so that our lives can function better as a whole. And the cool thing is, when change is introduced in a considered and largely integrated way, success gets dialed up big time. Well, there are several professional and practical differences between coaching and counseling, but let me first say, coaching is not just about motivation. Unless motivation is actually the one thing that's keeping you from doing what you know you really should be doing, usually it's not. Usually it's about well-worn patterns and competing needs that somehow get in our way. And as your coach, as opposed to say your counselor or your therapist, my job is not so much to get you to understand why you fail to do what it is you say you should do. It's simply to see that you actually do it. Or at the very least, my job is to get you working on your own behalf so that you do what's necessary and that you get the results that you want for reasons that are important to you. Well, they can pick up the phone or they can shoot me an email. We can schedule a complimentary session, which will give them a chance to test drive the relationship and see if it's a good fit. It's always a privilege for me, and in fact, it's an honor to work with anyone who's truly serious about making a conscious change in their lives. For those who are even curious about what's really possible for them, I really encourage you to give me a call. As they say, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now, and this applies to any great decision. Hiring a great coach is one of them.